The monthly meeting of Bremerton-based EBoard of the United States Submarine Veterans Incorporated will come to order. Our monthly business report. Secretary.
Yeah, the minutes for the February meeting were good to go. The Cobb chipped in and said he liked them. The only question we had were Dan had made this change on page 3 and a couple of minor changes. Dave Bowman, did you somehow or another perform your magic and make those changes, or just let it ride?
Yeah, I made no changes.
Did you see Dan's email?
Not that I recall.
Okay, I will forward Dan's email, but what it said was page 3, income should be 2,253 vice 22, 153. Next line should read rental vice rental. SK sales profit was closer to 1,300 vice 13,921. Dan said other than that, he liked it. I will send you Dan's email, Dave. And that's the total of the report for February.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Once we get those changes, we can get those posted up on the website and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I saw the email, and I didn't see any other changes from there. So everything else looked,
yeah.
There was nothing else. Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks.
All right. Treasurer.
All right. Membership ending the month of February was 241, which is 3 up from January. I have purged all those individuals who have not paid, and we had a few stragglers that kind of came at the last minute. So we are where we're going to be. We lost about 12, if I remember correctly, overall due to not paying dues. Treasury report. We started off the month of February with $46,017. We brought in $2,511. We spent $2,257, and we actually had a gain of $253 to end with $46,270 for the end of February. 2 other things of specific note. Corks Challenge for the month of February. Well, I'll start with the month of January. We brought in $830. Month of February was $340 for a total of $1,170 for the 2 months. I've already gotten a couple of payments for the month of March, so those are not included in that report. Also, for the sweatshirt fundraiser, we did make $40 off of that particular fundraiser. Probably would have been a little higher, but Angela forgot to add taxes in, so we had to take taxes off the top of our profit. So $40 is what we came up with for that fundraiser at this point. And that's all I have.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. Anybody have any questions?
Dan,
Yes.
check the mailbox this week.
You are one of the 2.
Okay. I'm glad you got it. Thanks.
Nope. I was going to send you a little private message, but nope, you're on it.
Thank you. I want to make sure you got it.
Nope, thank you.
Awesome. Let's see. Next. Ashton Chaplin, do you got anything, Steve?
You guys saw Dave's message that we attended Katie's service last Thursday. It was Dave, Rose, and myself. Really good, really nice service we had, and Wendy stated she's going to send me a video because she started videoing Katie her last couple of days, and she she specifically mentioned me, and she has something for me. I don't know what it is, but once I get those videos, if it's appropriate and stuff, I'll share with the base. But it was a very nice service, and I wish we would have had more there, but it is what it is. We had a busy week, so that's all I got that I know of.
Awesome. I was going to ask about that, so thank you very much. I'm glad we had representation as many as we could, and that's awesome. Glad it was beautiful. We
Real
wish
quick,
we could have gone to. What was that?
sorry about that. Quick note on that. Did anyone respond concerning Phil McGaughy? I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. His wife reported him passing away on the 1st. And I sent that out to the chaplain and yourself there, Eileen. I want to make sure somebody reached out to her, and if we haven't, we probably need to do so, obviously.
I am going to check with John because I did not. Remember, I think I wrote you back, said I was actually traveling to California when I received that. So I'll write that down, and I'll get in touch with John and make sure if he hadn't, that I just sent a quick note and just reach out so we know that she's in our thoughts.
Yes, definitely. She was one I had talked to when I was trying to contact members and that we hadn't heard from in a while. And she assured me that as soon as, the worst happened, that she would contact us. And it was like less than 2 hours, I think, after it happened that she contacted us via email. So she definitely followed up on her side of things. I want to make sure we don't forget about her, obviously.
Absolutely. I saw the time. It was like 8:40 in the morning, and she emailed at like 11. So
Yeah.
yeah, Bear, what you got?
That guy that we're talking about, he wasn't on last year's Holland Club list, was he?
I don't have that info in front of me. I don't believe so, but I don't know that for sure.
I had one guy that we were going to do in December. He retired, and it sounded like his name. He retired in December from the, whatchamacallit, not Costco, but right there at the cross. Shit. Mouth ain't working right.
Well, this individual is out of state, so I doubt that's who it is.
All right. Okay. I'll follow up on that, make sure it wasn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hold on, Bubba.
go watch it.
No. All right. Dave, can you speak about TTF for John since he's not here?
Only in the most general of terms, it was an interesting day. Let's see, we did these freaking reports. Sorry. As far as online sales, we did. Sorry, this is.
No worries.
What day was that? The 4th? I don't remember.
Would have been the 5th, and I think the number I had for credit card sales was 352.
352. Yeah, 352.
Yeah, which is very impressive, actually.
He did about at least 200 in cash sales. Like I said, I had to leave at 12:30, so I don't know what he did after that. But yeah, the credit card thing is definitely a plus. We had several people who came up and left to go to their cars to get their credit cards and came back. So we even sold hats like that, which I understand hats don't move that well. So, but yeah, it was an interesting thing. It's interesting to watch John. If you haven't been, you should go. For me, the most, I don't know. I was standing out right because the CO's office is right there. And I've been talking all week on radio and podcasts about the changes in the Navy and this goddamn hands in pockets thing. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like that, but I can still hear Chief Heisey screaming at me, get your goddamn hands out of your pockets. And I'm standing outside the CO's office. He's standing there with the command master chief. They both have their hands in their pockets. And believe me, this first class petty officer wanted to scream at the top of my lungs, but I didn't because it wouldn't be appropriate. But that just drives me up a wall. Forget the whole in the submarines, forget the uniformed crap, forget all of that crap. Get your damn hands out of your pockets. Sorry, I'm done.
Dave, I once told an Airedale commander on that courtyard there between Group 9 and the off-crew building that I didn't give a shit what they did at Whidbey Island, get his hands out of his pocket and zip up his coat now.
Well,
Yep, and now they can do that.
hopefully
I
that
know
will
times
change.
have changed.
That was back in my Mr. Personality days.
Let's see. Mike friend is not here. But I didn't get any email updates or anything like that from him. Bear, what you got? You're on mute.
Bears.
I turned my mic off so nobody hear me eating. We have 9 new Holland Club members, 3 of which I'm pretty sure won't be available for the induction in April because 2 of them are in Florida and one's in Kentucky. One that's in Kentucky is part of the volunteer base. I work with the guy that buys all the stuff for the volunteer base. So I'll make sure that we don't duplicate the effort and have the stuff sent to the additional stuff sent to the volunteer base. We'll just package our stuff up and send it over. The guy that runs the Holland Club in Virginia is Vinnie McCrum. For those of you that might know him. And so that's about all I have. I'm just starting to get my computers working right, and I finally got the whole list for Mylene and everybody.
Awesome. Yep. And I let Bear know today that if they reach back out and they're not available within the next month, we can definitely, when the member can come and we can do their induction, we'll do it when they're available and it's easier for them to come. So we will get them taken care of, and whatever we can and they can't make it out, we will just send it via email or snail mail to them so you can get their certificates.
Okay.
Mike Telpi.
Hello, hello.
Hola.
Hola. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Not much to report for the charitable foundation. They sent me a banner, Eileen, that just came in, that they've sent them out to all the different bases and asked to put it up at the meetings. I won't be there Saturday. I'll be down in Florida for work. So if it's okay with you, Eileen, I'll drop it off at your place. I'll just leave it outside your door. Okay. And Mark did speak with them, and he took over the backup position for the legacy fund. So he's interested in working with them. I don't know if he's picking up a backup for the base ambassador or not. I haven't spoke with him about that. I don't even know if we've even talked about having a backup for the position at this point.
There can always be a backup for any position. We should always have a backup just in case. Camera, that's rude. So yeah, if at some point he approaches and asks to do that, then we would just vote to have him as the backup.
Sounds good.
So the legacy thing, he's going through the
Sounds
national,
good.
correct?
Good for me.
So that one more time, I missed it.
Yes, correct. That's a national position. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought because I didn't know anything about the legacy stuff. So I was like, I don't know if I need to read something, but yeah. Okay, perfect.
Hey, Eileen, let me break in real quick. I just need to ask Mike.
Sure.
I did talk to Move about the ice cream truck for October. They were interested. Did you want me to go ahead and send the email in and book that?
Yeah. Let's get that lined up. I had received confirmation from Kitsap County that we've got the facility locked up. So there's that. And that 2 weeks ago is when they gave me the final. Yeah, you're in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
I didn't even know you were on the call. Hello.
Hey, brother. Hey, I've been meaning to get with you to let you know I've already talked to them. They're interested. So I will go ahead and put the email together and set the date for the 25th. And that's at Kitsap County Fairgrounds, right?
Correct.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. That'll be the first one locked in.
Are you good, Mike? Top pipe.
I'm good.
Are you good, Mike?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, now we can. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. I hit a little
No,
dead
you're
spot
good.
there. Yeah,
That's
I'm all
okay.
done. All good.
All right. We'll circle back to John. We'll go ahead and make your report. You're on mute.
Now,
There you are.
okay, we had a rate day last Wednesday, doing about $570 worth of sales on stuff. So, thanks to Don for being there and helping out. That definitely made our day. He got over $300. I got over $200. So we had a good week. I've already got an order in for some stuff for next month. But anyway, it was a very good week for us. So other than that, trying to think where we go for lunch this Friday. I'll think about it. I'll let you know later, but okay.
Thank you, John. Let's see. Restoring web social media.
John, I show it as all-star lanes for Soup Down on Friday.
You're right.
Okay.
You are correct. Yeah.
I don't have much. Couple of small things. Facebook has announced that they are deleting videos older than 30 days. So I am going through the Facebook page and downloading every video that we have in the past uploaded. I'll have to convert all of those and then re-upload them on the YouTube channel. It could take some time, but from now on, I'll just download them that night. It's easier to do it that way. Otherwise, we had quite a few views on the last general meeting. I think it was 388 views within the first 24 hours. I think that's a good outreach tool. Now, again, that does not account for TSL, time spent listening or time spent watching. Could be somebody who watched for 10 seconds and then moved on. but at least it's there and it shows. And for the record, back during COVID, when we were doing all the meetings that way, that's how we counted attendance as well. And I did get, at one point, I got a question from the national commander about our attendance being in the 300s and the 400s and the 500s during COVID. And I explained to him that if we're going to have video meetings, we're going to count everybody that watches the video as an attendee, to which he agreed. So I don't know if you want to do that anymore or not, but that's there. So they are deleting that. That change will have to be made. I wanted to discuss whether or not we have the capability, just like we do with the regular meeting, of taking the EBoard meeting live. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but I wanted to get your opinion as to whether or not we should be taking this meeting live on Facebook or not. My personal opinion is if they want to come, they can come to the meeting. But I figured I'd throw it out there and see what you thought.
I'd have to agree with that. If they want to come to the meeting, come to the meeting. Don't take it live on Facebook.
Yep, I agree with that as well. Zoom is an easy way for people to be involved without even having to go very far. Those individuals who say they can't get out and join the meeting can do it just as easily on Zoom.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Then we won't worry about it. So there we go. It's completely gone. I forgot what it was. I wrote it down and I can't find it. It's in my notes. The minutes have had the corrections added. They are in the
Chat.
Assuming that that's all that we needed, I would make a motion then to approve the minutes of the February EBoard meeting.
I looked it over and I don't see any other changes. It looks like you corrected the ones that I had. So we can make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. The minutes with the corrections are approved. We can
Okay.
get them posted up. Thank you.
So from there, we continue to maintain both the Facebook page, which is starting to see a little more action, not a lot. The historian website, I was kind of been struggling the last couple of weeks with this cold, so it's kind of kept me back there. But we do have at least the Eternal Patrol entries up, so those are going well. And the website is still there and still functioning, so that's all I have.
Yes, Bear.
Can we somehow annotate the Internal Patrol posts so that they're in a little different place or a little different annotation? Because each one of them I sit there, I see them sitting there going through it, and if I don't, I try to figure out why I'm getting this post, I guess is the reason for it. Know what I mean? Am I making sense?
I do not know what you mean. Specifically, what are you talking about?
When I see an Eternal Patrol, pick one of the latest Eternal Patrol ones. I look at it and I read through it, try and figure out why am I getting this post? Because the guy's not a member of our base.
I think we're on two different things, because I'm talking about boats that have been lost that are on the Bremerton historian website.
Oh, I'm
For example,
talking about the members that are going on the Eternal Patrol.
Okay, I don't have anything to do with that. So,
Where are you getting that information from there, Jan?
What?
I think he's frozen. Waylon, where do we go? What Facebook page are we on that we get Eternal Patrol? I think it's like the Subvet Eternal Patrol. I think that's what it is, because it's got like the gold dolphins and the white. I think it's a white background.
Yeah.
Are we
But we usually,
are we talking about the post that the Cobb is making on a daily basis? The remember the sailor, not the boat.
That's what I
Yes.
thought.
I,
Okay.
okay, I think that's what that is too. But
That's
I
what
know
Cobb
that,
is making those, and he's pulling that information from the On Eternal Patrol website, and it's
but
just a
there also
reminder.
is a,
It's just putting a face to things instead of just a boat.
right.
So
Also
it's not
depends
specific. It's
on,
not specific to Bremerton base, Mayor.
yeah, it's if you're following a certain page as well. But the ones that, if you're talking about the ones that we actually post, they're not members of our base. They're just posting the Eternal Patrols
Yeah,
from
these
the
are
past,
Yeah.
from the
these are
boats.
World War II veterans who died on boats that were lost during World War II, and he's just marking them. Normally, we just post, like, for example, today we talked about the H1 sinking. 4 guys died on the H1, but we don't really talk about those guys. He's just talking about the men. This month, I believe it's the USS Keat, if I remember correctly. So he just picks one of the boats that was lost during that month, and he lists individual crew members from that boat. That's all it is.
And the link is in the chat.
Right. It is on our Facebook page, and it gets shared to the SubVet page.
Okay.
I got your note, Dan. Okay. Past commander, do you have anything?
No, not as past commander. I don't really have anything.
Okay. I didn't get anything from Cobb.
I just threw in the
Rice?
I just threw in the chat what I had from the Cobb about the sub-bet picnic. It is scheduled for August the 16th. We had the VFW
Oh,
hall.
awesome. Thank
So,
you.
I threw that up in chat. Cobb is out traveling, so
Yeah. I was gonna ask him if it was confirmed or not. I appreciate that, Waylon.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
Well, you and I and Dan are all recovering from our Southern California trip, which was friggin' awesome. We had a good time. The Queen Mary is an excellent historical ship to go to. I mean, Eileen did a lot more work than I did at 19,000 steps in one day. I only got like the 10,000 steps in one day. So, yeah.
Well, let's have a report on that.
Well, we'll have some presentations and stuff. I'm sure we'll throw something together. Dan, did you take many notes about the membership drive that we're working on? Or will
I
be
did.
working on?
Yes, I did a little bit. Some of the things we talked about, of course, were making sure we're hitting all the social media, including obviously Instagram and X and that kind of stuff. But also, I'm not sure if everybody saw the article in the American Submariner about Nationals push as far as if you can increase your membership by 10%, I believe it was, they'll give you, they will kick back $30 per member.
Right.
So
That's
if
what I was
it's-
getting at, the membership drive and the incentive program. So there's now an incentive program. So if we increase our membership by 10%, we'll get $30 per person. Now, that doesn't match national dues or the dues, of course, because this was thought of before the dues increase. So maybe next year, this incentive will be the $45 that dues are, or whatever that number is. So this is more incentive for us to get out and get new members and increase our percentage by 10%. So 24 new members, and not, and could it be associate? I think associate was one of them.
It's has to be someone who is qualified. However,
Okay.
if we do lose someone on Eternal Patrol, we can make up that number with an associate member, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay,
So-
that's what it was.
Yeah, so it must be a new qualified submarine individual. But again, losing somebody on Eternal Patrol, we can make up with an associate member.
Right. So that was one of the things we took from the many presentations and workshops that Dan and I went to. And then we went to awards committee meeting, Eileen and I did. So we have some work there that we need to start tackling here soon. But it was a great roundup, great speakers, great people, and really some of the same old faces, are there. So it was good. Good seeing Barry and Tim and the crowd down there. They did a bang up job there in the Queen Mary. Next year we'll be in Las Vegas area, and they are discussing the following year for it to be in Hawaii. So
That's exciting.
that would be very fun to go to, especially if they set up the way they're talking about with a shuttle picking us up at the airport, taking us to the hotel, and then from the hotel to the Bowfin, and just doing that triangle. So let's see what else. I'm sure we're going to talk about Military Appreciation Day when we get to it. So
Yes.
and I think that's it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay. If anybody wants to go to the next Greater Kitsap Chamber meetings, the 27th. It's not a Wednesday, it's a Thursday. Same place, Kitsap Conference Center from 11 to 1. If no one rogers up, Fred did tell me he would be more than happy to go every single time as long as I come and get him. I said, "Oh, right. We got a date every month." If no one rogers up. So, but also Angela did say she would go and sit with me as well. Which is not an issue either, but I like the idea of having Fred. He's got a lot of really good ideas too. To nudge me if there's anything that I need to really pay attention to, because there's a lot of businesses and some of the stuff that they talk about I'm still not very savvy with, so it's nice to have him there. If it will benefit us. Okay. So Tiffany said she would be at the Kitsap Fairgrounds, the pavilion at 11:30 on Friday. So whoever can drop off their stuff, that would be great. Were you pointing at me, Waylon?
Well, me and CJ, well, however we're going to do that. So we're going to be setting up the table
on Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's Saturday. Yeah, this is Friday for anybody who wants to drop off equipment. Like our crock pots and roasters, we could do that the day before, which would be great. Just label it with your name on there, whether it be a piece of tape or paper taped on it with your name. She'll get them secured. Also, I was trying to rack my brain if I was gonna boil everything before the meeting so I can get it over there. I went to MWR, the Recreation Center, and I rented a grill. And I'm going to drop it off on Friday morning, or Friday. So whoever is there that are volunteering that can just fire up the propane grill outside. I'll have pans and everything there. I'll put instructions and stuff. And we'll have the grill ready to go. Grill off the hot dogs, bring them inside, assemble, and then put all the warm, already assembled hot dogs in our crock pots and roasters. And be so much easier that way. So I'll pick the grill up on Friday. Bought me a brand new tow hitch. Never done that before. So I'm learning. What, Steve?
I can bring our big sign with all the different submarines on it and a stand for it if you want.
Sure. Yeah. I think I did request a second table for display. So,
and I'll I'll bring the
I
rain.
think I'm gonna go by the fleet and grab the submarine too.
Yeah, I'll bring the big table
You can
cover
put-
too.
Yes, yes. I'll have the other table cover too. So I'm gonna drop off whatever I have. We don't have to exchange anything at my house or drop anything off to Waylon and or anything like that. I'll just put everything there all together in one room with our crock pots, and you'll be able to set it up however you want for Saturday morning.
Okay.
I
Cool.
won't be able to get my crock pots there till Saturday.
Okay.
Because on Friday I'm working and it's gonna be a day, so I won't be able to get there till Saturday morning. And
Okay.
what time are they starting on Saturday? What time we gotta be there, Halen?
That's one of the questions I got too. So
All right, I'm out.
Eileen,
All right.
I just want to clarify one point
see.
here or something.
Let me
Am
get
I-
you.
Eileen, am I understanding that you're towing something behind your Jeep?
Yes, it's a grill.
You told me that you didn't like to drive, period, and you're going to tow something. This is a major accomplishment.
I did a lot of great things in this California trip. I'm very proud of myself. I drove, I want to say, a little over 300 miles, and very confidently in my truck. So
Good for you.
I'm very proud of myself.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. I feel like a big girl wearing big breeches now.
So I apologize real
So-
quick. What time on Friday?
So, Tiffany will be there at 11:30. So anytime after 11:30, you can go ahead and take your equipment there. So to answer your question, Waylon and Steve, the MAD starts from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I'm assuming, you could probably come and set up an hour and a half before. I don't have a confirmation on that time, so I would say an hour before. I'm pretty sure people will be there a lot earlier than that for certain other displays. They're volunteering for their tables. So, but
Okay.
if you haven't seen anybody do it in a timely manner, if they don't have our crock pots plugged in, if you could just plug them in and turn them on, that'd be great too.
And I assume Tiffany will be there Saturday morning, bright and early. Okay.
She will be. She's in charge of the whole entire thing. This is her little event. Not little. I would say little, but it's not little. A
So,
big event.
Eileen, I want to make sure we're going to have our regular meeting at our regular meeting at 10. We're going to kind of short circuit it, and then we're going to hot foot it out to the fairgrounds, correct?
Yeah, we could get through our business. I don't have anything, we don't have any presentations or anything like that going on this month. So it can be just a short business meeting.
Okay. All right. Because,
And then invite everybody over to have everybody invited over. We would love to have everybody come out and follow to the fairgrounds. But I'm pretty sure, not everybody's going to come out.
okay. I just trying to get the sequence here,
Yeah, it would
Come up in the-
be overlapping if we had a normal meeting and stuff like that with presentation and certificates for Holland Club. That's why we had volunteers for starting up the hot dog, stuff and manning the tables, just in case we ran over time and didn't get there in time. We had people taking care of business until we got there.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a feel for things I'm coming from the country out here.
So Steve, are you going to go to the base meeting and then come? Or are you going to come right to the fairgrounds?
I think I've been directed. I got to go to the pavilion,
Okay.
right, Commander? Isn't there like
Okay.
three of
Yes.
us?
So
Yes,
just so-
there's I had
Just so
three
everybody's
of you guys
aware,
on there.
the documents that you sent us,
Yes, EJ.
Eileen, last month, it says check-ins start at 8 o'clock, booths set up until 10, the event begins, and then at 2:05, after 2:05, that's where teardown starts. The event teardown starts or begins at 2:05.
Thank
So
you,
8
DJ.
o'clock.
So you guys can head out there as early as 8 o'clock, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be sitting around for a really long time. It's not going to take that long to set up a couple of tables, unless you want to come by the fleet. If you want to pick up
Submarine.
the submarine, have flag, I don't know where Dutch's flag is at.
You know, I was there Thursday night at a meeting, and it was out in the room.
Hmm.
Dutch's flag?
They've been moving a lot of stuff around the fleet, guys. We gotta really keep track of our stuff.
Okay.
MR. There's a lot going on there.
Okay, I'll go on base this week, and I'll look and see how much lockers are. The prices just see if they have a price sheet for certain things. And I know it's cheaper than out in town, and all of us have access to base, I believe. So, like I said, we haven't had any word on any of the perishable stuff that we were talking about for homecoming. So if we can get the majority of our stuff in our own lockers so we can have an inventory sheet on the door. I have a JOD over here. He's looking at me like, shut up, Eileen. He's good at counting. But okay, I'll do that. That's my homework.
Also,
And I'll be
CJ,
shop fighting with your brother.
DJ and Waylon are going to be set up separately, correct? In a separate booth. And I just want to make sure that they have everything they need, i.e., like I said, membership applications, business cards. Is there anything else they need that I might be able to provide and leave there for them for Saturday morning?
We need those, yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of? I was going to leave some.
Charitable foundation. I will email you the charitable foundation pamphlet that Mike Telpie had sent me a while back. I send those out in the welcome aboard packages.
Okay, and I was going to do some deterrent park applications. If there's anything else you can think of, try and let me know. Well, I don't know. Tonight would be good. But otherwise, I'll drop that stuff off along with my roaster right after the soup down on Friday.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I will email you that.
Okay, I was going to do about 25 applications, and then I'll drop off a bunch of business cards, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Waylon.
So, yeah. So does that mean we gotta swing by the fleet and pick that stuff up at some point, or?
No,
So-
I was going to drop it off on Friday along with
Oh,
my
the
roaster.
fairgrounds.
With Tiffany. Thanks.
Yes, correct. So you
Yeah.
should be there waiting for you. I'll leave it in a folder or something that'll be obvious. That's for you guys.
Yeah, I'll leave the tablecloths, my second tablecloth and some extra stuff there for setup and like pamphlet holders and stuff like that. I'll have all that for you. I will drop off books for display as well. Because I think I asked Tiffany for a second table. So people can just look at the stuff. And those are books that I picked out from Ralph's collection, but people can look at them, but they can't take them. Please don't let people take my books. Okay. Yeah. Everything that you'll need, we will have already dropped off for you. And if we forget, we'll just bring it once we come.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yep.
Hey, Eileen,
Awesome. Okay.
what are
What
the
you got?
hours on Friday afternoon?
She
I'll put my
didn't
crock
tell me
pot-
when she was leaving.
I'll put my crock pots in my truck, and if I get off early enough, I'll swing by there and drop them off. I'll try
Okay.
on Friday.
No worries. That's okay. I mean, if if we start off with, so many crock pots, and my roaster, we should be fine. Is once you get yours there, if you don't make it on Friday, it's not a big deal, Steve. So do not stress on that. Okay, let's see. Okay, and we'll just continue to get people's names checked off for the Eternal Patrol notification cards. That's all I had for my report. Old business, we already talked about Katie Kaiser's service. I will put out again about the submarine. Oh, well, I think it's already passed about the submarine ball tickets. I'm not worried about that. We didn't get anybody who could get a ride out over there to Seattle. The Rainier tickets and the VFW game, I'll advertise that again. I know I'll make sure that I get people to understand that those are two different events. We already did an update on the Western Region Roundup. We'll get a presentation and some really good pictures of that. And I know we got a couple of good pictures up on our website too already from the towing of the boats, everybody's picture. So let's see. Sorry. And we got to confirm on the picnic date. Were we able to help Dale Saunders with that Eagle Scout? Okay, I just wanted to check on that. I saw the emails going back and forth while we were all gone.
I've got one order, but and it should be here this week, but I don't know if that's too late.
Do you have his email, John?
No.
Okay, I will forward you the email so we don't have any middleman in between, and you can ask him whenever you receive it if it's been too late or if he still needs it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, just in case, because if they could postpone.
Should be here Thursday, I'm guessing.
Okay. Okay.
Eileen, can you carbon copy me on that email as well, please? Maybe I can help out with that. I don't think I've seen those emails, so maybe I can help out with that.
Okay. Okay. Did anybody, sorry, I didn't ask. Did anybody have any old business? New business?
Yes.
Good of the or.
Hi.
Who was that?
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah. Okay. So I've started attending the Kava stand down meetings the last couple of weeks, and I kind of volunteered Eileen and Mr. Bowman. Not anything serious. So you're going to meet some people, Eileen, on Saturday at the MAD, okay? Because they're going to do this. They got this woman's circle. It's female veterans helping female veterans. And I just threw your name out there that you might be interested. Okay. They're doing some good stuff. And Dave, I got you. They might need, they're trying to make a website for Kava. Right now it's attached to the VFW in Port Arthur, but they need some help. Yeah, I started going to these meetings and now I'm on a couple committees, and we're looking to do something in November with all the nonprofit veteran groups in the area at the pavilion, like everybody under one umbrella, and start working together as a big group and help each other out as far as membership and events. So anyway, that stand down is April 26th on Saturday. So I hope we can get some volunteers for that from our group and exactly see what's going on with them. It came Thursday night. I was at a meeting and meeting a lot of good people there, and so well that I actually applied for a job over the weekend with the county. So we'll see how that goes. After I retire from Lockheed, it's just a part-time job being a veterans program coordinator. It's a part-time job, 20 hours a week, full benefits, helping homeless veterans and veterans that are under the poverty line, just get them in the right direction. So, yeah, applied on Sunday, got accepted, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. So, but they will have a table at the event on Saturday, Eileen. So I'm going to introduce you to a couple people because I think it's right up your alley.
Thank
So,
you.
Steve, you've been talking to Rick Becker, right?
That's whose job I'm applying for.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
He wants to retire.
He does. He does.
And we talked for about an hour Thursday after Thursday, and he sent me the job rec on Friday, and here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah. So I don't think I'll get it, but who knows?
You got to do a lot of talking,
I can
a
do
lot of
that.
community outreach.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta do something in my retirement. I just didn't think I'd be getting paid for it. Okay, so I got my garage.
Hey, this is Talpi. Hey, Steve, if you do get into that, Pierce County has a very robust veterans assistance program, and I'm hooked in with them. Yeah, I could introduce you to Larry Turk over there, and maybe get some things that they're doing that maybe Kitsap isn't, that you might want to kind of plug in on.
Yeah, I'm going to the Veterans Advisory Board meeting tomorrow at Olympic College, and I'm going to do some more networking and meet some more people. And I'm just getting my feet wet, Mike. But yeah, give me time. Yeah, sounds good.
I think you'd be wonderful at that. I wish you well.
Thank you. My next topic is Tudor Davis's stuff. I know we're not going to do this Saturday. We got a lot going on, but we'll get a plan. I got a couple good things out of there. I didn't take a lot, but there's some good stuff, and we need a working party to go through all that and see what John wants, and we just got to figure out what we're going to do with it, because I can't keep it here. I'm just letting you know. And that's one of my topics. I know Wayne Peterson sent a text about getting a storage unit. I don't know how much Bob has up in his spot and how much we got at the fleet now, but I think things are getting spread out where we might need a storage unit again, because if this stuff's on private property, it could be a problem if something happens. And that's why years ago, we got a storage unit to keep everything in. I think we can do it again, just do it smarter or streamline it, or come up with something where we have the base stuff somewhere, because I'll tell you, I think Wendy's going to have some Dutch's and Katie's stuff that they're going to give to me. And, it happens all the time when we lose a member, we get stuff, and the museum doesn't want it. There's really nowhere to put it, but we can say no, but man, it's really hard saying no to somebody like Tudor's family. We just couldn't do it. And there's some good stuff there. Oh, we'll get a plan after Saturday and maybe the April meeting, see what we want to come up with. So
yeah, Waylon posted the storage options, and a 5 by 10 foot is only $80 per month on base. So I think even just that right there would hold all of our stuff, as long as we organize it, label it, and section it off, per parade or event that we do per month, whatever it is that we do. It'd be really easy to find and have the stuff that we utilize
I
the
don't know
most towards the
if
front.
five by 10
Be
is
good.
big enough, Eileen.
I
How
think
big was the one that you had
There's a
before?
10 by 10 for
Oh,
125.
you were going to ask me that? It's probably 10 by 10. It was heated too. Are the ones on base heated?
Doesn't say.
Okay. Anyway, I really think we need a storage unit because I think, well, Bob, I don't know how much you got up there.
well,
And you-
here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm thinking. Steve, you said maybe we need to start thinking about this in April. I'm going to inventory everything that I've got. You know, I've got one of those pop-up covers like tents that we've used in the past and everything. I've got a bunch of foot locker, a whole bunch of other stuff. We need to ask everybody who's got anything that belongs to the base to inventory it. Let's put the inventory together and try to figure something out. Aura's she shed's got a lot of room in it. But Aura's got a lot of stuff. So, but we need to let's inventory. I recommend we ask everybody who's got anything that belongs to the base to inventory it. So in April we can kind of start looking at what we really got.
Well, that's what I was saying because we had a unit years ago because the old Cobb Hank Hollis had stuff, Sam Swinton had stuff, Ralph had stuff. It was on everybody's property, and if something happens, it might be difficult to get if it's not in a central location. And I'm not going up to Bob's place to grab anything. I'm not going across the bridge. So, just a thought.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, Eileen, just a thought that
Yes.
popped in my head, talking about this computer. I mean, his story is so, me personally, I thought it was just an amazing story. The military side of it, the sub-vet side of it, how long he lived. Do you think the submarine museum would even be interested in a display, highlighting him and some of the artifacts, some of the stuff that we have could be on display there?
Maybe you can reach out to them. As far as I know, all the museums are full.
Okay, so the museum down in Georgia just moved to a bigger facility. I saw that on.
Okay.
They're going to be in the process of moving. They just got the old Walmart building.
Yeah, that might be an option.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we kicked in some funds to make a nice display, I think that would be a nice tribute to somebody that helped us get started.
Yeah.
So I know Keith
I don't
Post.
know.
He's the museum director down there. I can talk to him, see what he would want.
Okay. Yeah, if you can reach out and then CC us, see what he would be interested in so we can look for those items that he's looking for. Because I know when they make museum displays, they only look for certain things. And we don't want to send stuff that I don't know what they're going to do with it after. I mean, we don't know what we're going to do with the stuff either.
Exactly.
But
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't want to pay for extra weight that they're not going to use either. So
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's have a working party sometime in April. Go through everything and see
Okay.
if John wants anything, and then see what we got from there.
Okay. So homework, everybody, inventory, shoot me an email by close of business April 1st so we can be ready to present, what we have by the EBoard in April.
Okay. All right.
That sound good?
Yeah.
Because I have stuff to inventory because I have the tent and I have boxes from Ralph here still, totes. So, okay. That sounds like a plan. We'll get together. And I think I have the next EBoard down for the 15th. Everybody good with that? No conflicts?
Oh, I think that's good. One thing real quick, on Dan McClellan, I had sent out an email that he was getting a pacemaker on the 24th.
Oh, yeah.
For those who have not heard, everything went extremely well. He is all healed up. He is back at work. As a side note to that, he is extremely excited again about being involved with Deterrent Park. So I'm still looking for, as he is looking for inputs on who can he contact, what can he do. I think past commander mentioned something about they've patched up uh, some things over there in the sale, so it's at least heading in the right direction. But he definitely wants to be involved in the project as a whole, not just the bricks, but making sure that whole display looks well over there, because it reflects on us, obviously, and he really is excited about helping out with that. So if anybody has any information, send it to me, send it to him, whatever it may take. But he's excited, and I'd like to keep him involved if at all possible.
So I got that contact information, Dan. It's Tom Breeding. He's the deputy PMA down there at TRF, and he's the one that brought it up to me a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
That they went to work on it, and it needs work. Well, he said you guys got to get a new sail.
Well,
they're going to do their best to repair it. Well, whatever, and they're doing it at no cost. They're not charging.
right.
I thought they were done with it, and then he said, "No, we're still working it." So I will email his information to me, and then I'll share it with everybody.
That's perfect. Thanks, Steve.
I'll get you a couple names.
That's perfect. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I drove by it a week ago or so, and there's quite a few patches, CRES patches or stainless steel, whatever patches. So it's sell patches right now. Glamour. So
Awesome. Thank you. I know I did email him. I think it was the morning of his surgery or the afternoon. I was like, well, whenever you can get to it, just let me know how you're doing. He's like, oh, I'm home, Birdie. I'm doing good. Like, oh my God. So it was good to hear from him. And I'm glad he's doing well and he's back to work. That's always a good thing. The only last thing I had that I forgot was Fred did talk to the Retzel, and they wanted to do that presentation he was talking about to us, only a 15-minute presentation, letting us know our membership of what they do there, the programs that they have, and where our money goes for the K9 program. So they will have that presentation ready in April because they're not ready to do it in March. I said that's perfect because we have a pretty busy meeting this Saturday, or busy day. And on that note, I will be busy. Hopefully I can get my daughter to watch the kids because I don't want to chase my son around the pavilion because Kimmer works. That would be a disaster. Any other good of the order?
Yeah, one thing, just John and Eileen, just a reminder, Submarine League this coming Wednesday at 11:30 is going to be an introduction to the guy who's relieving as Command Master Chief at Group 9 at the Bangor facility, second deck. I don't know if you two are planning on attending or not, or are not going to attend.
What was the day and time again?
11:30, the 19th, Submarine League, second deck, Bangor, whatever ballroom or whatever that thing is, lunch and
Bangor Conference Center, and then with lunch.
yeah. And like I say, it's the new command master chief at Group 9. It's going to be the guest of honor or something or another, whatever.
Got it. Thank you.
Colleen, yeah, I got an email from a Retzel, a text. Would you subnets be interested in sponsoring funding a kids carnival booth at the Retzel Family Fun Fest this year in June? It's going to be the 21st or the 28th. Working a booth at Retzel.
Can you have her, when she corresponds later, to add me in that email so whenever they do have a firm date, we can bring it to the board, because that sounds like something
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna
we
have her
would love to
contact
be
the board
interested in.
because they still
That,
reach
yeah,
out. You know, they still reach out, but I said,
that's understandable. I'm sure that people still reach out to Dave too.
so, yeah, to be in June because we don't do enough, right? We're not busy at all.
especially in June.
Is it
That
well?
sounds like a great event. Okay, that sounds good. Please and thank you. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
All in favor?
I
All right.
see y'all
We are
Saturday.
adjourned.